Welcome, fire sign. This is the full moon. This full moon has to do with full moon in the 10th house, the house of Aquarian. Leos, you're going to be affected. Leos, you're still in your the retrograde season. Mercury is retrograding in your sign, Leos. So Leos, you could be affected. Rest of you, fire sign, be aware. Three of Swords. Okay, this energy of the Three of Swords is for people who were born 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. You are the sun rising. So sun rising, you have the energy of the Three of Swords. There are heartbreaks within a situation. Okay, so if you were born 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., there are heartbreaks. Yes, the energy of the Star in the reverse. A lot of you had hope and wish for something. This is not going to be coming out. This full moon is bringing something that you need to resolve in your life. Yes, it's going to be affecting men, businessmen, fathers, husbands, whoever you are. This is going to be affecting you in this full moon timeline. So a lot of you that was born 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., the sun rising people, men, you are not going to be having a success. A lot of you men are not having a success with something that you hope to have. They now recognize what a young Aries or Sagittarian person have done. Oh yeah. So fire sign people that was born 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., you're having some sort of an issue. Young women and older men, 50 years and older. A lot of you younger women and your boss could be in problems for a theft that has transpired, okay? Yeah, they're going to be coming down on you ladies between the age of 18 and 45 that was born 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is the sun rising. The truth and the secrecy of something that you did in the past is coming to light. Whoever this person is a Libran, so it's the law is coming down on young women between the age of 18 and 45 who had collaborated with a emperor, a boss, someone empowered to do something that was not above water. They have found out what you young ladies have done. You young ladies cooperated with a older man with power and did something that was not above water. No success for this man. And you young ladies, they have evidence. The law is going to be picking up young women between the ages of 18 and 45. So it has to do with legal documents. The Three of Swords. Three of Swords is secrecy in Libran. Yeah, changes is coming up with some sort of a legal documents. Saturn in Libran. And there we have the law. It is another Libran, so it has something to do with secret legal documents. And they caught young women and a older man who was selling secret legal documents. They found out that this young man used this older man in authority. This older man in authority is coming up as a boss, someone with power, a business owner. This man could be an Aquarian because the energy of the star is in the reverse. The star guard Aquarian people. They're now recognizing that this old Aquarian man in authority use you, Aries or Sagittarian person, to use some sort of a legal documentation to create a fraud. So if you are a sun sign that was born between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m., your secrets, you are going to be charged in this full moon period for accessing and using illegal documentation in order to create a crime. It is going to be coming out, okay? So before we go, they're saying we have another message. It's Libran, the three of Swords. It's like people who were carrying illegal documentation People in authority is going to be finding out about this. So there is something, because Aquarius, the star, has to do with government institution, authoritarian, and the law. It's something about you, fire sign, did something. It's not the first time. For the rest of you, if you are married to an Aquarian man, in a relationship with an Aquarian man, you're going to be finding out an Aquarian man secrets. For some of you, your father's secrets is going to be coming out. There is something about someone that is listening. You're going to be finding out that your father has been, petiphiler. Your father is a petiphiler. Your father use young children to do deeds. Okay, so he's a petiphiler. A lot of you are going to be finding out that your father, whether it was in the past or in the future or it's a now, your father is a petiphiler. So a lot of you are going to be finding this out. It's going to be very embarrassing for the family. I see wives are going to be finding out that their husband is charged for having some sort of an indecent relationship or with a young minor. A man is going to be picked up and is going to be charged for that. It doesn't have to be you fire sign men. It could have happened to you fire signs, and this man is going to be picked up and charged for having indecent exposure to a minor. Okay, so fire sign, I hope that is not you and that is happening, but the family is going to be embarrassed. Married women, you're going to be embarrassed to find out that your husband has been connected in this sort of a situation. All right, this is for sun rising people who were born 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Let's look at the moon rising. Yeah, the energy of the world is in the reverse and investigation is going on. This is a Libran person. This is the law doing an investigation on Aries, they are Sagittarian, so you could be just anyone, random person that is caught up in some sort of an investigation. Okay, then we see the energy, of death. Investigation is not yet over. They're really getting to the bottom of an investigation. This investigation is not yet over. I don't know how you got in an investigation. A mother is now going to be finding out. If you're Aries, you're a Sagittarian person, you are going to be finding out that your child is in an investigation, and they're going to be connecting your child to an Aries, or Sagittarian person. There's a huge investigation that is going on. This is not over. Okay, yeah, the energy of the 8 of Wands. This 8 of Wands, a Sagittarian young person, young woman could be caught in a fraud. Okay, so Sagittarian young women who co-created or who was connected in a connection of a fraud that was created, because whoever this person is that is from the legalities or the law, they are now really digging up a lot of dirt. They're looking back at text messages that you young ladies between the age of 18 and 45 has sent in the past, and is recognizing what was going on. So I see the energy of the 8 of Cups. There's 88. There's something from the past. This is karma. This is infinity that is coming out. 88, 8 of Cups, regrets. Regrets for a man, regrets for a businessman, regrets for a father, regrets for a husband. Because whatever is coming out, this father or husband, whoever this man is now regretting a situation. This man is going to be picked up for having relationship with minors. Yeah. Oh yeah. I told you guys, a man is going to be picked up for having relationship with minors. This man is regretting it because his wife, his family, everyone is going to be finding out about it, because they're going to be making sure that this person is picked up when he is around his family, for his family to be aware. And it's not out of being, hard on this person, but they're making sure that the family is picking up this man, if either at work, either in a public area so that people can be aware that he's a pettifler. Okay. Yeah. So the King of Cups is in the reverse. Well, this King of Cups is. This King of Cups is a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpion person. There are regrets surrounding a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpion person. This Pisces, Cancer, Scorpion person or communicating, they're reading text message and there is something about this Pisces, Cancer, Scorpion person. They are heartbroken over communication that they receive. So yeah, fire sign people who are in a relationship or connection with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpion person, they're going to be advising you, sending you some sort of information that is not going to be fitting very well with you. Whoever this person is heartbroken, and they are going to be like being very toxic. All right, this is the very toxic. This person is sending some sort of a toxic messages to you. This person is very, very toxic. This person is very disillusioned and very toxic. Okay, so a lot of you, moon rising, the energy of death and the world, and some sort of a text message is being looked at from the past. Someone who had sent some sort of a text message from the past. This is being looked at. This is text message between 3 or 2 men, or 2 businessmen. Text message between 2 businessmen is being investigated. They're investigated 2 businessmen. They're investigated 2 men. Maybe these 2 men were friends, business partner, business association. They are reading text message between these 2 men. And there is a situation that is going on that you, young fire sign, was brought in a situation. It's like 2 men have some sort of a same-sex love affair, and they see women as nothing. Okay, and whoever these 2 men are, one is very well known, and this man prefer men. Okay, this man preference is in men, and you young ladies is being caught up between these 2 men, because these 2 men do not see you as humans. They see you as using the availability of you. It's like I'm seeing something to do with a threesome. It's like this, there's someone that is being used as a sex toy. Okay, this is a young woman, Aries or Sagittarian, and what you're used as a sex toy because these 2 men are in love with themselves. Okay, but they use you as a third party when they want to have a fetishy. Okay, you have, ladies and gentlemen, you have some sick motherfuckers into this world you will not know. And this is a situation, I don't know why I'm getting this, but it's like you young lady, yeah, they're saying that you young lady should know. None of these 2 men that you think that you are playing, they are not into you. They're into themselves. They just use you on the side, to bring a little fetish, okay? Because when they get bored of each other, they find a young woman or another young man to bring into their sick little motherfucking games. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, because these two men are mentally disturbed. They're evil, okay? And whoever these 2 men are, they are with text message. People is now finding out that you were used so that they don't get their hands dirty. And you think that you were playing these 2 men against themselves. No, they're on top of their games. They use you as a pawn. They use you as a little dirty sex object. They don't want to be with you. They just use you to do crimes with them. All right, I got to leave it here because I don't know who these people are. So, yeah, regrets regrets, um, heartbreaks for a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpion man. The Pisces, Cancer, Scorpion man was open for something, hope that they would have gotten something, but it didn't come in. So I see this person is heartbroken. Okay, someone that you're dealing with. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Management, people in a corporation, institution, higher ups are looking at a situation. Higher ups are finding out something that was going on. Higher ups or breaking in a group that was creating a whole lot of fraud. Higher ups, people in authority is now checking out details and information and text message between people that is giving up a lot of showing up that a lot of people were lying. So I see, yeah, a lot of you young people between the age of 18 and 45 that was doing fraud. You know it was fraud. Someone used you, someone gave you documentation, illegal documents. You are about to be caught, and you're going to be surprised because your text messages had sent the investigators to the right person and connect all of the dots. Okay, so this was why I had to give that story before, and to advise you, young Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, that think you were playing two men against each other when these two men are in love with themselves. These two men do not want you. Okay, they can't just be with each other. That is the reason why they use you as a string. Okay, they're not recognizing who these people are. Okay, it was as if these people use women as just dirty clothes. Okay, but yet still they are not recognizing that what they're doing is ungodly. Okay, so I can lose a lot of followers for this, but the universe and the normal laws and rules of the universe is masculine with feminine, negative with positive. Okay, and as you notice, and it's so obvious around negative with positive with negative, with each electrical socket there has to be a hole and then there is a plug in it. Okay, no electric sockets is created that is flat. It's always negative and positive. Okay, so a lot of people, this is about breaking the laws of the universe. Okay, because a lot of people have shitty freaks, fetish and that sort of a thing. So enjoy your motherfucking selves, because you're all going to the death chamber. What you do with your life, if people are aware of who they are and have some sort of a normality and sense, understand that the fetish that you have in being in a relationship where that is not grounds the stance and rule of the universe, you are breaking the universe laws. Okay, and if you're not intelligent enough to understand that, then whatever you're pretending to be or posing to be or co-creating to be has nothing to do. You're just breaking one of the biggest laws and the laws of the universe that is not to be broken. So some sort of an unexpected situation is going to be coming in, because whoever this Libran person is, this is an investigator, is going to be finding out and is going to be bucking up on a real deep, dark, disposable situation that was going on, how people were making money, how people were organizing crime, how people were using people. There is just really a really dirty, nasty, disposable situation that was coming out, because if you people think that thing with P Daddy is the last and the worst that you're going to be, that is going to be publicized, that you people know, there is more. Okay, there is more that is about to come. Okay, and the strangest thing, and then you see how shitty this planet is that there is no way that P Daddy, because they're trying to bend the case, that he doesn't get charged for all of these things. But Kim Porter's death should not be left undone. All right, why are all these people that had so many connection with this evil motherfucker had pneumonia? Why? I mean, and whatever is going on, whether or not he was uh, um, a snitch or what, he has created a crimes. You have created a way so that this crimes should have been created. So I'm really looking at it and seeing how fucked up this earth is. But all of these people who were damaged, and all of these people who have nothing to go on, this is the same thing that you little girl is in. Okay, these are people that have powers, that use their powers in the wrong way. And you think that you're there playing these two men against each other, and these two men are in love with each other. But the universe of the law said two men can't be together. And these nasty two fuckers needs to get out of the closet. One is an Aquarian and one is an Aries deer, Sagittarian person. They need to get the fuck out the closet. Okay, they need to leave ladies alone because they're in love with each other. Leave women alone. Stop spreading you nasty ass bacteria and that sort of a thing around. Be with yourself, but don't use young people, don't use other people to get involved with your distasteful. A lot of people do not understand. AIDS, HIV, virus is transmuted through the sex of two same-sex men. Okay? And I'm not repeating it. Go back and check out the video. I gotta go fire sign because this is getting really irritated. There's just some nasty it's just not the laws of the universe. Okay? If you want to be on another planet that do all of these nasty things, go. But don't introduce this to normal people. Fire sign, stay out, stay watch. Secrets are coming out. A lot of you fire signs are going to be finding out who you're dealing with. Namaste.